Hey, look, we're live. Let me put some lights on. It's going to be lousy quality otherwise. There we go. You hear me okay? It's better with lights. I don't have a fancy... I don't have... my name is Todd Russell. Hold on. Let me be the amateur here that's turning off the sound so you guys don't hear the sound duplicated. My name is Todd Russell. Over here, I own the Atgames Legends Pinball, and we're going to talk about Devil Riders 2019. It's a Zaccaria Pinball game. It's on multiple platforms. It's been out for a couple of years. There's a scoring issue, and I happen to hold on the Atgames Legends Pinball the highest score, but that doesn't make me very special, believe me. There's plenty of people that have other people that have done it. Several other people. I know of at least 3. So I say plenty. That number might be inflated a bit. But there's several people that have gotten more than 2.1 billion points. If you understand, the problem is assigned integer. I'm going to get a little technical here. Assigned integer has a hard limit of how big the score can be, how big the number can be. And what happens is the program overflows. Once you go to that number and exceed it, it will overflow and go backwards. And that's what happens on this table. The problem is the high score then isn't kept. So the person who scored, 2.5 billion really looks like, 2.1 minus 5, 4 billion. That's whatever that is. 1.7 billion, 1.8 billion, whatever the math is. The issue is the table design. When it was, and it's not just this table, but this is the one table that's perhaps easiest of all the Zaccaria tables to get this, because extra balls are really easy to get. So you get an extra ball, and you're going to go over that score amount. You're going to go over that scoring amount, and then it's going to be very difficult to have it saved, the program itself. So the program, the challenge that the developers have at this moment in time, and if anybody from Magic Pixel wants to message me, Todd Russell, regular guy, I'm not a YouTube celebrity. I'm just going on my webcam on YouTube on my personal account. That is me. I'm not, Todd Smith or John Walker with a different name. I'm using my actual name. I have been doing that for several years now. Since I wrote my book, I've been putting my real name out there. So this is who I am. I'm not, some fictitious name. So I play this game like I play all games. I'm a gamer like we all are. Speed had a comment here in the chat. Let me read it here. Base level fixes so far. 1, make table harder by removing the extra ball feature. 2, reduction of points by 100 times the value, community suggestion. 3, potentially fix engine issue. Those are what he says, are the issues or possible issues. And if you want to weigh in, if you're here after the fact, this isn't going to take very long. I'm not doing this a very long time, but I just wanted to weigh in on my personal thoughts as the person who got the score. I'm one of several. I'm not extraordinary with talent or something. I'm a good pinball player. I'm not bragging, but I'm a good pinball player, virtual pinball player, and a real pinball player. I'm good at playing pinball. I am not the best. I'm not great. So anybody could really replicate what I'm doing on here. They could replicate what I'm doing on this Devil Riders 2019 table. I could show you what I'm doing. You just have to have the skill to pull off the moves. And with some practice, enough practice, not a lot, believe me, you would be pulling off a score equally as high or higher than I could do. So the question is, what does Magic Pixel do? They're the developing company for the Zaccaria tables, converting these. How do they fix this bug? How do they fix this issue? I offered my phone number in the DM, and Magic Pixel could call me. Again, I'm not anybody. I'm just a regular gamer person like anybody else. I don't have it. I'm not doing this for publicity. I'm not putting this video out to make a channel popular. I'm simply I want to have a live channel because I learned that in mobile, to be able to record live, you need to have 1,000 subscribers. I didn't know that. That's something I just learned. Never had a YouTube live channel. I have had other YouTube channels, but I've never really tried to grow them. It's not really what I'm about. The reason I have this channel is so I can record gameplay footage. So people say, oh yeah, it's not BS. You really did get that score. I mean, if you play a game for 2 hours or an hour and a half, you don't want people to say, oh, that's BS. You're cheating or what may have you. So having some mechanism of recording it is a reasonable use. That's what this channel is about. That's what I do on this channel. I'm not trying to become some YouTube star or anything like that. I'm not going to have regular videos, but I would ask anybody that's listening to this after the fact. We only have a couple of people watching it live. I'm not trying to, have 3,000 or millions of followers, but I do need 1,000 subscribers. So maybe tell your friends, subscribe. I'll get a better video camera. This is just the webcam and just me talking. I hope you can hear me. Okay, but it's just me talking to my laptop video camera. Didn't go any more in depth into it than that. But here's my take on this, and I'll be real brief. This video is not going to last a long time, but I'll be real brief on my thoughts. And if anybody else wants to come in here and weigh, I'll check the Discord, see if maybe somebody in the Discord has said something. Don't see anything. Let me go to the Zaccaria channel. Mart over there said, just to clarify, and this is why since the beginning, this is over on the official Zaccaria channel, I have said it in the rules of Discord. You can find that we only offer support for our own platforms and not the Legends version. This does not mean I can't answer questions from some of the folks here. However, if you want support or updates, Atgames is your source of information. Well, the problem is it's a bug with their system. It's their system that's the bug. It's the game engine. It doesn't matter if it's on Atgames. It doesn't matter if it's on Windows, Steam, Android. You can't score more than 2.1 billion, 2.1477, whatever the number is. You can look it up. I don't even have it in front of me right now, but it's easy to Google. Just Google signed integer limit in Google, and you'll have the exact numbers, 21477, something else beyond that. I don't have it memorized. The problem is, how do you fix this? If you're them, now you've got all this development in, it's to re-engineer the logic of the system. I understand that's a big undertaking, but you're releasing new games. And all those new games, presumably, are going to be under that, whatever the platform, Atgames, whatever, are going to be under that same, stringent, limit, the ceiling. That's it. That's all they're going to have. So if you get really good at a game, and you're people like me that play to get our scores better, and you get up to that limit, you're now forced to, few points can I score when I'm close to that limit, and then quit as close to that number as possible, the 2.1477 billion number. Again, Google signed integer. It's a programming thing. I've been programming since the early 90s. They just simply engineered it wrong. It was engineered with a flaw, a fatal flaw, in that once people score to that point, they didn't top off the score and say, okay, once you score over this, greater than this number equals this number, and flash the score, the high score initials, put it in, done, easy, done. This is the ceiling. This is the end game. Lots of games have end games. Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Fix-It Felix Jr. Lots of games do that. Fine, do that. Simple. One line of code. If you're more than this, do this. Sandwich that into the code. That's the quick fix to stop this from happening so it doesn't overflow. The scoring goes overflows, and now we're back where we're at now, with nobody can record a score. At Atgames, I don't know what happens at Windows with Android. I haven't tried either of those systems. to play the games on there and to get to this point to be able to test. So I don't know. But my point is, and this is where I'm coming from, you don't re-engineer a game once it's gone public. That's my opinion. Feel free to disagree with it if you want, but that's how I feel about games in general. You don't change the rules after everybody's in the freaking game, working their butts off. Presumably, it's a game, it's fun, we all have fun, but you don't change the rules of the game. Never change the rules of the game to impact those people who've put their effort and sweat and tears. If they learned a strategy, this is my tea, my morning green tea here. If a player's learned a strategy and learned how to get extra balls or trap the ball or something like that, you don't go and, oh, well, let's take that away and now make it harder. Now, I'm not just saying this because I have the number one score on one particular version of this. I'm sure somebody else has a higher score on another platform. Speed told me no, but I haven't checked into it. It's really irrelevant. I could get higher than the score that's on Atgames server right now. I could get closer to 2147 and whatever that is. I got 2144 July 3rd, a couple of days ago. I could do it. Now, if they remove the function where you get extra balls, that's what one of the proposed changes was. Then you can't get extra balls anymore. The game I played yesterday, 4 or 5 balls total I used. I was still on the first ball, but I kept getting extra balls through the spelling out the, you go through this loop and it spells out burnout and you get an extra thing. So went there, played a while. I played 1 ball without dying at all for over 1 billion points. Didn't die at all, didn't drain at all, over 1 billion points, even without the extra ball. So I'm pretty confident I can still score pretty highly if they remove that function. Can I get to 2.1 billion? Probably not. Not right away, not, that would be a significant hurdle and change in making it more difficult for players like me that are using that extra ball function. But the question is whether that's right or wrong. My opinion, it's wrong to change a game, any game. If you screwed up as the programmers and the development team and decided to engineer a game with a flaw that it only could go to a high, and then the design of the game through playtesting, QA, all that, now exposes that people can get to that high, you either just zero it out, say, hey, look, once you reach that score, you've maxed out the game. You're Pac-Man or Fix-It Felix or Donkey Kong. You've maxed out the game at the absolute highest amount you can. I'm watching the timer now. It's 8:13. I'm going to stop talking at 8:20. If you guys have anything you want to weigh in the next 7 minutes, that's what you've got. So this is a 20-minute video, live, me just to come on here, and I don't want to make it a screed or a rant. No swearing, civil situation. I make this open request to Magic Pixel. If they want to get my feedback, they want to get me to beta test whatever changes they're working. I'm willing to do that free of charge. I am not asking for a penny. I'm not asking for any money from anybody. I'm willing to do it because I like their games. I like playing their games, but I don't want them to screw them all up. What motivation am I going to have to play any Zaccaria pinball games if I do really well, learn a strategy, and now it means nothing because if I get to the 2.1 billion level, they'll just fix the game and make it harder so I can't do it anymore. Well, that's bogus. I mean, you designed a game. These are the rules. You don't go back and go, okay, now version 1.1, we're going to eliminate extra people, extra balls. No more you can do that. Or we're going to cut out the fact that you can go up this ramp. We're going to put another obstacle in the game and make it harder. You want to do that? Then come up with Devil Riders 2021. And then that game you can make harder with an all-new score table. Fine. Devil Riders 2019 is over for changing the game itself. What you can change is the game, the scoring. You can make a change in there that's simple, level off the scoring at 2.1 billion and say, you got here, you won, folks. You beat it. You beat our design. That's what you can do. That's what I would do if I was to. Now, if they don't want to listen to me, I'm just one shrill voice in the internet, somebody just that got a high score and they don't freaking care, Okay, fine. Then you don't care about people that are going to spend hours. I've literally spent, I don't know how many hours, but 4 hours recently playing just this table. There's 105 Zaccaria tables. You think I'm going to be motivated to play any of those 105 tables or give them a penny of my money going forward if they make changes that basically punish people that do good? No, I'm done. My wallet is checked out. You won't get any more play from me. I was on the edge of buying the Steam tables. I'm not going to do anything until I see what they do with this. I'll wait. I want to support them. They do beautiful work. Love the music. King making the music. Love what they're doing. As far as that, I like what they're up to and the way they're building tables. But if they're going to make a table that is functionally flawed and keep making tables that have the same scoring flaw, I'm probably most likely going to be out the door and not bothering. Or if I buy the game, it's just to check it out. I gave you a few of my dollars, but it seems stupid. You should vote with your wallet. If you don't like something, you vote with your wallet, right? I should vote with my wallet. But I mean, I know like if the Space Invaders, the title games come out, I'm probably going to go, I got to have it. I got to have it. It's got to be mine. I got to play it. But then in the back of my mind, I'm going, but if I get good at it or even remotely good at it, they're going to change the rules. No, please, Magic Pixel, you'll be making a huge mistake. At least for, I don't want to make it sound, at least for gamers that are trying to better the score. The whole reason I play games is to get a better score, get to the end of the game, to play. That's what I do. I know there's other players like Vader, Meatball Saucy. There's other people that do that play to get what's, the best score that they can get. That's what they play for. That's the reason they play. That's what it's about. That's the purpose. That's my purpose. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm not here to do some video YouTube channel thing to be creating some hysteria, get a bunch of clicks, videos. I'm not selling anything. I could care less about any of that. I'm semi-retired now. I don't need any money more than what I'm already making. I'm fine with that. What I'm here for is just as a passionate gamer. I love gaming. I've been playing games since, well, you can see from my gray hair. I've been playing games a long, long time. And in the history of this is what's bringing passion for me. And I have 2 more minutes left and I'm done. I promise I will be done at speaking in 20 minutes more. In the history of gaming, I've never seen this happen before, where a game where people get good at is changed. That same game. Now, a new version, Devil Riders 2021, Devil Riders 2022, whatever they freaking want to do, I don't care. Create a new version of it, hack that game up so that it's more difficult. Or a bonus Devil Riders 2019 with a different score table. Do it. And it's not because I'm worried about my own score disappearing. My scores are there to be beat. Go ahead. Any score I get, beat it. Great. I play to beat my own scores. I don't really play to beat other people's scores. Yes, I want to be with other people on there, but that's all I really have. So there's my thoughts on it. Bad idea if you're going to change it. I don't know if they are. Magic Pixel is welcome to contact me. I'm literally running out of time here of what I promised I would be, but I think when I just do a show, 37 seconds, so I have about 20 seconds left. When I did a show before, many, many, many eons ago, I didn't do a video show. Nobody had to look at my ugly face. I was just on audio. But many, many moons ago when I did it, I said, I'm going to be done when I'm going to say I'm done. So 5 seconds, 4 seconds, I'm going to be out. Don't fix the game. Thank you, people.